Hello, everybody. Welcome to 1111 Butterfly Effect. Thank you all for joining my Divine Spirit and I here at the table. It's definitely been a minute, and we're in a brand new year. Happy 2021, everybody. Yes, awesome. I hope everybody was able to celebrate their new year and bring in 2021 with great hope, right? Yes, indeed. Farewell 2020 and hello 2021. We welcome you with open arms. Yes, open arms, right? Um, so to check in with the collective, we have a message in the charms on standby, right? But before we get to the message in the charms for you and the person you're thinking of, we have a couple announcements to make, a couple of things to talk about, and we're going to piece it all out, probably post one thing after another. So the message in the charms is going to be in there somewhere, maybe the second or third post. This first post is going to be all about here comes the sun. Yes, the sun has come out because it's tomorrow, okay? Yeah. We're into 2021 and the sun is shining bright, people. We have a new automatic drawing to discuss, and it's all about the sun coming out, right? Major transitions. A great shift is occurring, and this is evident that it's happening, okay? So that's going to be what this post is going to be about. So first, the automatic drawing, then possibly the message in the charms. We also have my new deck reveal. Yes, remember my Twin Flame Journey Yellow Brick Road Oracle deck went to print. It was a little delay, but folks, we finally have it in our hot little hands. Yes, I'm going to do a whole deck reveal on my very own, created with Source, co-created with Source, my Divine Spirit. We're going to have a deck reveal on that. And also the January gift box giveaway announcement. Yes. So we have a lot of things to discuss, talk about, cover, messages to channel and bring in. And we want to get right to it without any more delays. Certainly had to get through the holidays, had family in town, a lot of busy days through this last couple weeks, from the week before Christmas through pretty much yesterday, January 1st, 2021. So we're finally have a minute to breathe, and we're going to go ahead and get these 4 posts out, pretty much one after the other, within the next 24 hours, today and tomorrow. We're going to do this automatic drawing post. We're going to do the message in the charms post. We're going to do a deck reveal on my new deck. And we're going to be posting about the January gift box giveaway announcement. So stay tuned for all that. Grab your drink. Go use the restroom while you can, because this may be a long minute. One right after the other, of course. There will be intermissions. All you got to do is press pause. So, on that note, let's get to this automatic drawing and what messages are coming through from Divine Spirit for you and the person you're thinking of. Okay, so I did this automatic drawing on the 30th of December. So the day before New Year's Eve, and I was, not even going to do any drawing at all, but I pulled the pad out, and, this sun ray, this beam of light actually coming down this way was the first thing I drew. And then it just rapidly turned into this. And let me just read this pretty much synopsis of what this drawing is, what Divine Spirit is channeling through this automatic drawing for the collective. And then we'll look at the image itself. And it's titled, Here Comes the Sun. How appropriate. Definitely, this is a new year, and the sun will come out again. Most definitely. The sun is coming out. The sun is out here where I live. Most definitely. Figuratively speaking. Literally speaking. But figuratively speaking, many divine masculines have gone through this great shift, this great awakening, a great movement is occurring within the collective on a grand scale, all beginning probably before the grand conjunction of 2020. That was like the crescendo, the big final push to push this last group of us out, off the ledge, off the tree, out of the cocoon, out of the nest, out of our comfort zone, out of the tower, to move forward into 2020, doing our mission, moving forward toward, for some of us, sacred union. This is what came out. Here comes the sun, the divine masculine great awakening. As you see, I wrote some notes. The DM Great Awakening is the subtitle of this. Many divine souls are experiencing a great awakening in unison with the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn beginning on December 21st, 2020. Catapulting many of us, divine masculines and divine feminines, into a great earth to air shift. And yes, this is a global thing. And yes, this is affecting everybody on this planet. But only some of us, those that are woke, those that are walking their divine path, those that are open to the shift, those of us, it's got to be noticeable. Not everybody is going to get on the train, okay? It's affecting everybody on this planet, yes, but not everybody is getting on the train or is on the train, and so on. That's a whole nother discussion. Let me move forward. Catapulting many of us, divine feminines and divine masculines, into a great earth to air shift, ushering in the age of Aquarius. Yes. And we're part of it. Okay? You divine souls and twin flames that are here listening to this, that are online listening to others, you're a part of this shift. Again, we're all a part of this shift globally, but only some of us are going to be on the train. Okay? Moving forward. Many divine masculines are going through their transformation, initiation, and purification, moving toward their abundance, traversing great obstacles and resistance to reach their heart's desire, their abundance, their happily ever after with their divine feminine in mission, manifesting their abundance. Okay, so from what I've been listening to some of the readers out there, is indeed this shift is confirming each other, this shift channeled message, and This is just another confirmation for it. This automatic drawing that began with these other drawings, if you remember. Put this aside for a second. You remember these other automatic drawings of transformation, initiation, purification, and, the great earth to air shift, leaving that earthbound stuff behind us and walking the divine path, going through our dark night of the soul and our transformation, moving forward down our divine path. Excuse me. Which brings us to today, to this new week, this new month, this new brand new year of great transformation and movement forward by both divine feminine and divine masculines, by you twin flames and you soulmates out there who are going through a great awakening, going through your ascension, so to speak, okay? Walking your divine path. Right now, we're going to zero in and focus on the person you're thinking of, or the divine masculine, that many divine masculines are indeed going through their transformation, their purification, their initiation through all this, right? And the ones that are doing the work, the ones that are dedicated to their self, their journey, their mission, their divine partner, their divine plan. Forward movement is taking place into 2021. And many of you, from what I've read, are having reunion and communication with your divine partners. They're texting, they're calling, they're coming over, they're bringing you gifts. Some of you are having union, sacred union. And then there are still some that are coming into 2021 in separation with no communication. But if you're following your path and you're paying attention to the signs and the synchronicities and you're doing your work, then in fact there should be apparent signs to you that forward movement is happening. The journey is getting smoother, less bumpy, less obstacles and resistance in the way, more synchronicities, more signs coming in that you are on the right path. And that for you twin flames and soulmates out there, that if you're getting those major signs and synchronicities, I don't know if you heard that, but a big revving engine just went by showing its masculinity, right? Here it goes again. The masculine, you masculines out there, you're making some headway. You're not effing around anymore. You're not going to waste time in 2021. You're moving forward on yourself with self-love. You're letting go of that which no longer serves you. Both you divine masculines and you divine feminines, because if you're on this twin flame journey and you're at this point in the journey, you are mirroring each other. So if you're having doubt and sad thoughts and bitterness and hatred and anger, that is what your divine partner is going to be feeling. And vice versa. So you need to stay hopeful and focused on you and your journey, as they would too, to move forward towards a meeting in the middle, a communication. And yes, indeed, there are some twin flame unions that are going to be platonic, non-sexual. But the intimacy is on another level, telepathically, spiritually, right? So to, grasp onto this, let's look at this image here that we have. And like I said, it all began with this beam of light, and I drew it as it was coming down. The ray was coming down. That single ray turned into more rays, more lines. And as the lines came out, the sun came out. Yes. The sun will come out tomorrow. Well, it's out today. It was out yesterday. All you have to do is look. Even in the cold country right now, there's the sun above all the clouds, okay? It just can't shine through yet, right? So definitely the divine masculine is making headway and moving forward. And as long as you stay hopeful and stay positive and focus on the results that you want, on your heart's desire, your intentions, your manifestations, it should unfold. If it doesn't unfold, or if it's not unfolding, there's a block and or an obstacle in the way. Whether it be you or the person you're thinking of or somebody else involved. That old karmic third party person, place, or thing. But indeed, the divine masculine is going through some stuff just to get to you. So no doubt the struggle is real. And maybe that's why there has been no communication and some of you are in separation, is that they're still on this journey. They're still walking this path to get to their abundance, their heart's desires, their pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And love, their heart's desires, which is you. You're part of the abundance. So let's stop there for a moment and just take a look. Many of you divine masculines out there listening, and many of your loved ones, for you divine feminines that are listening, the divine masculine, your divine partner, is definitely going through a lot. And, your energy is a part of it. So your energy affects their journey. That's why it's important for you to do the self-care, the self-work, the forward movement, detach, let go, move forward. Don't be stuck, don't be obsessed, right? So that the journey can continue, and eventually, somewhere along this path, if not before you get to the pot of gold, you have your reunion with your sacred partner. And, some of them are still over here. Okay? And if you remember the first automatic drawing, them going through their initiation and purification period. Okay? They've already gotten out of the cocoon, left the hermit stage, done their thinking, their research. Some of them are still stuck in the trees, still stuck in their comfort zones, still hesitant or afraid to move forward in their journey to grow spiritually and personally. They're still stuck. But the ones that are unstuck and they've grown spiritually and personally, and they've moved forward through their purification and their initiation, reaping the abundance of the sun rays, the continued growth and the leveling up in their divine journey. That's where we're at right here. Okay? There's the purification and the initiation point right here. So for you, divine masculines, and those of you whose divine masculine has gotten past or to this point of purification, they're ready to move fast, because the path, the journey is opening up. The path is free and clear, even though there's some unknown areas that you can't see in the path, along this yellow brick road, along your twin flame journey. Some of the divine masculines are past this purification. They have broken free of that which is keeping them earthbound. They have passed the test, done the work, gone through the initiation, purification, transformation from the cocoon hermit status into the beautiful being, into the beautiful light being butterfly they are, you are. You've gone through this part right here. You are moving forward out of the great clouds and the rain and the purification and the towers, and moving forward into, where the sun is shining. We got white clouds, purple mountains, right? The sun is shining. Path is opening up. Purification is done, and forward movement is taking place. But they still have a long way to go. And those of you who've done the work and gone through this portion of the journey, that it is still a difficult road to navigate. There is still a long way to go from that point of purification, transformation, and initiation to get to you, to get to your abundance, their abundance, whoever it is that's listening here. Put yourself in the spot you need to be. If this is your partner, you're already over here. There you are waiting. Not waiting. I hate to use that word, but that word just seems to sneak its way out. You're not waiting. You're doing your work. You're continuing to move forward and level up and grow personally and spiritually. But you're on this side, and they're still over here. Some of them have gotten past the mountain area, and they're now in the lowlands, the easier path, the more straight and narrow path, less bumpy, less hectic and chaotic. But yet still a little ways to go, and still difficult and obstacles to navigate through. Right? Here we see there's, out of the mountains and into the lowlands, into the desert, some have to walk the desert alone. And that's where self-care comes in. And as long as you or they are doing the work, doing the self-care, moving forward instead of looking back into the past or being afraid to move further down their path, afraid or controlled, right? Being controlled by something else, person, place, or thing. Job, wife, kids, controlling parent, inheritance, right? They have to let go of a lot. They have to change a lot. They have to move away from a lot, say goodbye to a lot to get to you, to get here, to get to their abundance. Their journey is not easy. That's why it doesn't happen overnight for some of us. Some of us, it's decades, in fact. But that's because we are still traversing our path. We are still traversing our journey and going through our healing and doing our work and growing personally and spiritually. Till finally, they move forward, closer to their goals, closer to their heart's desire, closer to their abundance that is waiting. The abundance is waiting. You're not waiting, or they're not waiting. The abundance is waiting. The universe has it all set, everything you need, right there. But you or they have to take this journey, have to go down their yellow brick road. Okay, go through some rough waters, some of them even. In fact, some of them, sometimes the boat gets so rocky, they get rocked off the boat and they feel like they're drowning, or they fall down that waterfall and they got to get back up out of the water and get back on path and start again. Okay? To try and learn those lessons so that the boat doesn't get rocked again. They sail across the water straight to their abundance, right? And these are all just analogies, but this is what channeled through. This is what came through in this automatic drawing. that again was drawn on the 30th of December. As this great shift was occurring, as a great transformation, as a great awakening is happening as we go from 2020 to 2021, indeed, you can guarantee that a shift is being felt, whether they are here on the journey, or here on the journey. They're feeling it. You're feeling it. They're feeling it. And it basically, if you and they are on the mission seriously, it only reinforces. This shift is only reinforcing the journey. This shift is only giving you more strength and confirmation about this journey. If it doesn't, you must not be paying attention, or you must have another agenda that is a priority. And you question why your journey is bumpy? It's because you're probably still up here. After you've gone through your awakening and your transformation, you realize that, or they realize that there's something special here. This is a divine connection. They've gone through their transformation, but yet they're still lollygagging in the water, or gazing at these beautiful purple mountains, or wondering which way to go on the path. They're at the crossroads and they don't know which way to go. Well, indeed, your divine path is always well lit. And theirs is too. Because you are part of that light that attracts them. So the more you and or your divine partner, you divine feminines, you divine soulmates, the more you shine your light, do the work, grow personally and spiritually, move forward in mission, okay? Be your authentic self. Move further away from this earthbound pull, this earthbound struggle or connection, and move to the air. Shift from earth to air into a higher connection with divine. Okay? Because the abundance is not down here in the lowlands, at the beginning part of your journey, in the desert, in the easy path. No, that's not where your abundance is. Still got to go further to get to it. You still got to do the work to get to the true abundance. The true abundance is not the smooth path or the easier path. The true abundance still comes after the big obstacles, the major navigation through these rough waters, the major emotional turmoil, chaos that goes on in some journeys. Because there's a lot of work to be done on both parties. And I did a tutorial on that about, the journey and the work that needs to be done. In my videos section, or my playlist section, there is a tutorial playlist, and it has a few tutorials in that. I'm going to finish that first Season 1 tutorial up and begin Season 2 because we're in 2020. So Season 2, that's another thing we'll be discussing. The changes that are going to be taking place in 1111 Butterfly Effect too. Because we all change as we follow our path and we learn and we go through these things, these experiences. We experience falling out of the boat or having those tower moments. We experience the highs and the lows. Okay? To get to our abundance, to get to our, what's planned for us. And this abundance is going to help with the mission. This abundance is part of the mission, in fact. They go together. They're hand in hand. People are talking about, twin flame and what it is to be a twin flame, and there's a lot of opinions out there of what it is and what it means to walk that twin flame journey or your divine path. And I do my best to keep religion out of it, because this is about a spiritual journey. This isn't about religion here. And there's a big difference, and that's a whole nother tutorial I should definitely do. But again, back to this automatic drawing and its message, and that is that there is a great awakening, a great transformation, a great movement in the collective for many that are, prior to 2020 ending, a great transformation, a great awakening took place, a great initiation and purification took place for many of you out there, many of your divine masculines out there that are seriously working their journey. Okay? Their journey is not easy, and those of you who've done it, it's not easy. And again, there's still a long way to go from the moment of purification, which is after transformation. So don't lose hope, Divine Feminines, because if they've gotten to this point, they have passed the point of no return. They are not going to go through all of this and turn back at this point. They may get stuck or delayed here, depending on them, and how bright your light is, okay? You're doing the work and them doing the work. They won't get stuck. You won't get stuck. And you'll continue to navigate your yellow brick road, go through your lessons, gain your blessings, move towards your heart's desires and your abundance. Right? The masculine, your divine partner, has to go through a lot to get here. And if they've gotten to this point, the point of purification, initiation, transformation, if you have gotten to this point, the race is almost over. Slow and steady wins the race. So don't be in a hurry, because that's where mistakes are made. Don't be, nonchalant to where you think you have time. Time is irrelevant. Time is, it's all in divine timing. But, you'll be pushed if you're loitering here by the cactus. So don't question it when the universe, when your creator nudges you and says, come on, get going. Right? Because someone else might swoop up and reap your abundance if you just leave it there. Somebody might swoop up your heart's desire. Are you listening, Divine Masculine? Yeah. If you leave it there, if you leave a diamond on the ground, how long do you think it's going to take for somebody to pick it up? Right? Good analogy, Divine Spirit says. Yeah. So, know this, Divine Masculines, you are past the point of no return. The worst is over. Okay, yeah, there's still some hard spots to go through, but the worst is over, and this is worth it. Okay? This last portion of your journey to reach your heart's desires and your abundance, to move forward in your mission with all that you need, all resources you need to move forward in your mission, and that includes your divine partner, some of you. This is what's got to take place. This is, past the point of no return. You're almost there. Okay? You've almost dug through that last portion Where is that one picture? Do I even have it? I don't think I have it. Anyway, I must have erased it. You know, you get to the point where you're at that last portion of dirt to uncover the Egyptian tomb, okay? You've got like a centimeter layer of dirt to go through before you break through to see the treasure behind the wall of sand, right? Same thing here. Divine Feminine, here comes the sun. Okay? It's right here. Wherever your divine partner is on path, know that they are coming. It's just a matter of when. Where they are on path. If they're here, it's a little bit longer. If they're here at the boat, it won't be long. If they're already in the boat, crossing the water, doing the work, okay, going through this last rough water, this last obstacle, this last tower, this last dark night of the soul, it's about to happen. And for those of you who it just happened, thank goodness, that they made it. And congratulations to you guys, okay? That perseverance, hope, and faith in the journey, surrendering to the plan, following the light. Okay, your path is well lit. Yellow brick road is always well lit. You're reaping your abundance. It's beginning. Yeah, in 2021, mission on, right? Mission on. So, on that note, people, we're going to move forward and check out this message in the charms. See if we can get some confirmation about the Divine Masculines' transformation and forward movement down their yellow brick road towards their abundance. And know this, Divine Feminines, they have gone through a lot to get to this point. You Divine Masculines have gone through a lot to get to this point. You've sacrificed, you've let go, you've been hurt, you have been used and abused too, I'm sure, right? Because it hasn't been easy to get to this point. And you Divine Feminines know. And that once you're at this point, once they are at this point, they're not far. In fact, divine reunion or communication of some kind is, imminent. It's about to occur dependent on where they or you are in the journey. And the further you go, the closer you get. The closer I get to you, the more you make me feel. Right? The closer they get to you, the more you will feel them. For the last 2 weeks or longer, there have been synchronicities and signs galore happening in my journey. And I feel Divine Spirit is confirming that they're gaining strength, they're gaining momentum on their journey, and communication is imminent because the signs and synchronicities are there. It is up to me to let go of any attachment, expectations of the results of the journey, okay? To not be mad, angry, hateful, to stay positive, to keep the vibration up high, not too high, okay? Because you want them to meet, you and them to be able to meet at that frequency, that alignment. That is when sacred union will occur for many of you, is when you both are in alignment. Not when you're necessarily in the same spot on planet Earth, but when you are in the same frequency, vibration, alignment. And when you or your divine partner, you Divine Masculines, or when your Divine Masculine is close to this point here, you really feel it. There's no denying it. them or you. So stay positive, stay hopeful, because here comes the sun, and it's all right. So on that note, we're going to move forward to the message in the charms for some additional confirmation. And I hope this brings a little bit of insight into the current collective circumstance right now, right here in the moment, that this is the last portion of the first part of the journey, right? Yeah. So thanks for joining me. If you like what you see in here, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Definitely helps this channel move forward and continue to grow. And thank you all that are already subscribing for helping us break ground and help everyone move forward on this journey together. When you put your energy into this channel, it increases the connection, most definitely, and that ensures that in some way, shape, or form, there is and will be a message in here for you. So on that note, thanks again. Take care, stay aware, and stay safe out there, people. Bye-bye.